Welcome, Sonia.
Hey, girlfriend, it's just me and you.
As of now, that's what's going on. I'm actually, yeah, sometimes they come on late. Let me just pause the stream. Okay. All right. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to open up in prayer first. Am I paused or can you see me okay?
You're fine. Well, I can see you now.
Okay, now. All right. Wonderful. All right. So I'm going to open up in prayer and then we are going to get right into, we have some announcement. We have some fun stuff I'm going to share that was shared at leadership. And I don't want you guys to get left out. Want to make sure that we are on to everything that's happening. All right. Let me just let the group know that we started. All right. Welcome, Donna. Welcome, welcome. Let me make sure that I have my list of people that are on. All right, so let's open up in prayer. Heavenly Father, I want to give you thanks for another opportunity to connect as sisters. We thank you, God, for all the dreams, the visions that we have, dear God. God, help us to realize that these dreams and visions were not there by mistake, but were inspired by you. So help us, God, to realize that also we have to do the work to get to those dreams, to get to those visions, God, and to not fall by the wayside. Dear God, we pray that you come over our meeting. We pray that you intervene, God. We pray you give us new and fresh business ideas to continue to expand and grow. And I pray, God, that you will send customers our way, but also send people that will inspire us and encourage us to keep going, Heavenly Father. We thank you, God, for all these favors, God, that you have poured out upon us. All these things we ask through your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen and amen. So welcome, everyone. Again, this is I encourage us to be live because when we have questions, you can ask versus coming back later on and watching a video. When you're watching a video, you really can ask and get your questions answered at that time. So I am super excited. We have some announcements. So I'm going to go through them really quickly, but I just wanted also to share you some of the tidbits that we learned when we were at leadership. Oh my goodness, I wish you guys could have been there. And I know next year, right? Sonia, Donna that are on here, we're not gonna miss next year. So I'm just excited. There's just so much, and I feel confident that the next 60 years we are gonna just blow it out of the water. I mean, I'm just confident that we're gonna be there. Announcements, Feel the Power. Feel the Power. I don't know if you guys are registered yet, but Feel the Power is February 10 to 12. Something new that they're doing this year, they're having the VIP cruise, and that's on that Thursday. So if you haven't registered or if you're still on the fence, I would recommend highly, highly, highly go. It's not going to be like this where we're on Zoom. This is where you have nationals that are right next to you, like showing you, teaching you, filling you up, because our cups right now are so empty. So anyway, that's the next event that we have coming up, and especially we don't have career conference. That is a big deal for us to go. So I definitely would recommend that. All right, and the other thing I wanted to, let me see, I wanted to share is, I don't know if you guys are aware of the new promos that are going on. There's just so much exciting things happening, you guys. Hold on. So Mary Kay, I don't know if you're aware, but there is a new promotion where, hold on, as I go through these. The new promotion is the brush promo. I don't know if you guys saw the poster. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm like going through all these links. Anyway, the new promo is the brush that we have is, let me stop share. The Skin Vigorating Brush. It is, when you're a new consultant, it's $30 when you become active. So you get to purchase that. Am I frozen? Can you guys see me? Okay. So you can get to purchase that as a new consultant for half the price. So usually the price is $75, sold for $75. Well, guess what? The new promotion, it's sold for $60 and you get it for $30 as a consultant. So that is a great deal. And I usually love to, when I'm doing baskets, I love to put the brush in there, the massager. It is a great Valentine's package. It's a great Mother's Day gift. It's a great Christmas gift. So if it's something where you want to stock up, I would take advantage of that promo, you guys. So that's one thing I would definitely mention. Take advantage. If you have any questions, this is the perfect time for you to ask me. The next promotion I wanted to talk about, who could tell me, and I know that some of you probably cannot speak, who could tell me what the global challenge is? What is the global challenge? Or if you guys don't know, you could just say, I'm not so sure, Kenisha. All right.
The faces in 60 days.
Well, that's a good one. That's actually hold on. The global challenge, that's another one. The global challenge, the 60 faces in 60 days, that's a diamond power start. The global challenge, so that's another thing we're going to mention. 60 faces, 60 days, which everybody should be doing. That is a diamond power start. And if you've seen the faces, you will go places. I'm so excited because I had, right before I hopped on, I have a party of 7 that confirmed and another party right before that. So I'm excited, and that's Saturday. So who knows, you know what? I may be seeing 15 faces just on one day, which is exciting. So the global challenge is a challenge we've never done before. And it's where Mary Kay, they're asking all the sales force to share the opportunity. And the goal is to add over 600,000 women, 600,000 women to embrace the MK opportunity. So guess what? Every time they threw a challenge out to us, we blew it out of the water. And so let us be one of the ones that can blow it out of the water. Let me see if I can share my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Hi, Amy. Didn't even realize you snuck in here. There it is.
Yeah, I snuck in.
Hi, miss you.
Yeah, I missed you too.
Yeah, we miss you, but glad you're on. So this is
I
what
was on
we're
last time, but I fell asleep before 8:30.
Oh,
Right at
I saw you
8:45.
were
And then when I woke up an hour later, I had the phone in my hand. You guys were already gone.
on. Yeah, anything you miss, you can always go back. But we always like to be live because, you know, if you have questions, like that's a perfect time to ask.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we
But
were
I'll
talking
listen.
about all the new promotions that are going on. There's just so many exciting things. The 60 faces in 60 days, the global challenge, that's the 600,000 women that are going to embrace the opportunity. And I want to embrace that challenge as an area where our goal is 200. So as an area, and I know that our unit, we can definitely blow it out of the water. We've done 11 in 1 month before. I know that we could do 22 in a month. I mean, let's do something incredible, like something that will blow our own minds. And so what is sharing the opportunity is just asking somebody else, like, do you see yourself doing what I do? Do you want extra income? Do you want the girlfriends? Do you want beautiful skin? You know, any one of those that we offer, you just ask that woman and you never know. All right, so that's the global challenge. We know about the golden rule, right? The golden rule, this is what we're earning this month, that beautiful bracelet. And then this is one of my favorites, the 8 out of the gate. As a DIQ, the first time around, it was 8 people. I mean, this was like a huge promotion. And so this is something that I would recommend you guys take advantage of. I actually want to I'm putting myself back in DIQ mode. And what that means is that even though I'm not exactly in DIQ, I want to put myself in that mode, in that mindset, is having those 8 or looking for those 8 women and just running like my life is depending on it. But the ultimate goal is, of course, to add 24. So just remember, starting with 8, and the whole idea is that you're not the only one that's going to add those 24. That's the beauty of it, is you and your whole team are the ones that will be adding those 24. Any questions about the 8 through the gate? All right, no question. You guys are getting all the download, the up-to-date information. A+ program. This is the A+. if you follow this, you will see the fruits. So A plus, if you're a side hustler that's seen 15 faces, that actually, I'm probably going to do that in just one day. So that's when you're a side hustler, 15 faces, 300 in wholesale order, one new team member, or you do 3 interviews. I know you guys can do this. Easy, easy, easy. Now, if you want to start seeing a profit, that means you're a savvy business chick. 30 faces. That's why you keep hearing us say 30 faces, 30 faces. And guess what? You do the 30 faces. That means that you'll do the challenge, right? And that's a nice thing is some of these challenges, you accomplish many things at one time. 600 wholesale, 600 or more wholesale, add in 1 new qualified team member or 6 interviews. That's why it's important to track, because sometimes we're so close to our goal and we're like right there, we might be missing by 1. So we want to make sure you're tracking. And then of course, when you are a boss babe, that's A plus super achiever, then you get, you actually will order at least 1,000 or more. That means that the income, you're seeing that profit coming in. 10 sessions or 50 faces, like I mentioned, 2 new team members, 1 of them qualified, or 10 interviews. And so if you're doing that, consistency is the key. You will see the fruits of your labor. And that's why I reiterate that. I mean, that was a promise I made to Amy, that I said, Amy, I'm going to keep talking about A plus, because that is where you will see the changes happen. All right, so that's A plus. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard the news. There is a big news. Okay, have you seen where you've gone like a virtual party and the person, can you guys hear me? I feel like I'm a little frozen. Can you guys hear me? Yes.
I can hear you fine.
Okay, perfect. So now, when somebody attends either one of your virtual sessions or one of your in-person sessions, you can actually create a party link. So it's not out yet, but it has been announced that it's going to come out later this year. So you can send the link to people that could not make it to those to that party. And I've seen this happen with other companies where I was one of the hosts, and they had a party link, and I went on and I looked and I was able to support the hostess, right? So I love the fact, and I remember thinking, I said, man, I wish Mary Kay had something like this. Well, guess what? Your voices are not unheard. They actually now are, they've been working on it, and it will be available later this year. And what the plan is from that, with that party link, the hostess will also see what's happening, right? They'll see the sales coming in. And if the hostess is seeing these sales coming in, they can track their profit, or, whatever you guys decided on, they're going to earn from that party. And not only that, they're going to say, wait a minute, if my friend is making this amount of money just from one party, why can't I do it too? So that is what they're going to see. And of course, you'll have clients that could not make it to that session that will go on and support the hostess, right? So I'm excited about that. I hope you guys are excited about that too. Any questions about the party link? Yes, no? All right. The other thing I wanted to share, so some of the stuff I'm sharing you guys are tidbits from from leadership. So this is, have you guys seen this? This is the new red jacket collection. So I'm just going to show you a quick video so you can see what it looks like behind the scenes. All right. So after seeing that, have you guys picked which one of the collection you're going to use, you're going to be wearing? Because I'm telling you, like these, let me just show you again the still pictures. But they were showing these, and I think I sent a video to the team. So these are the new, I'm excited that they have these new red jackets, you guys. But this is a little sporty. And what does it take to get into red? All you need is just 3 women that say yes to the opportunity. So this one is a little bit more businessy, I'm gonna say. This is actually my favorite, you guys. I'm not getting in red, but if I had to get in red again, I definitely would wear that. That is cute. I might just even order one and hold for my next red jacket person. So that is one. And then of course, this one is the sporty one that I mentioned. So after seeing that, you guys, I hope you are, if you're not in red yet,
You muted.
They're really cute, Kanisha. Kind of like to have a red wardrobe, but don't want to stay in red too long.
Kanisha, you're muted, or either that or I'm stuck.
I think we both are. We all are.
okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry. I think all of a sudden I'm saying, wait a minute, where's everybody? All right. So before I get into the training really quickly, any wins, anybody want to share anything for the week? Because I didn't do that yet. I wanted to make sure that I got a chance to share all these exciting stuff. And some of what I'm going to train on is actually stuff that I learned while I was away. And that's the beauty, is that when you're in the leadership role, you get to go and glean and take that back, and you guys get to partake in that as well. Anyone like to share any wins for the week? And I know some of you are not able to speak. All right, while you guys are thinking about that, I'll share my win. So I've been buckling down doing my power hour. For those of you who know me, getting on the phone is not my favorite thing to do, but I work through that fear. I've been working through that. And you know what? When I looked at it, I said, I'm doing God's work. So I better get on this phone and make those calls at least for an hour. And out of that, I got to 4. I have about 5 bookings. 2 are confirmed for this Saturday. And so I'm excited because I get to go in front of people, not just virtual. So I'm excited about that. And these are just some people that I got leads from a bridal event that I did a couple weeks ago. So I'm excited about that win. And I'm just excited about who else we're going to use to build our team, right? Because as you know, we are running to Pink Caddy. That is our goal. We have a huge goal, and I'm not thinking about it. I'm not wondering. I know it's going to happen. And also for this month production, we have our January goals. They're audacious. Yes, we want to be audacious. Production is 15,000 golden girls. We're looking for 15 women to earn this beautiful bracelet. 15 new team members. That needs to be updated because we already have 2 so far. New reds, we need some new people. You see those beautiful red jackets? We need some new women getting in there and claiming their red jackets. Offspring Director 1 and On Target Car 1. So that is our goal for the month. Before I get into the training, anyone has any wins they like to share for the week? All right, I want to make sure I get into the training. No. Okay. All right, so I'm going to just get into the training really quickly because I wanted to just talk about some of the things that, I think can be helpful for us So one of the things that this national talked about, actually she's a director on her way to national, she was teaching on how to elevate your selling. And what I loved about what she was training on was how you can take social media to the next level. And I think, you know, we have the world at our fingertips when it comes onto social media and in person. And what she was saying, you know, a lot of us are probably fearful because we don't know what we're doing, or we think we don't know what we're doing, and we don't even want to start. So anyway, she said it's always better to start. It's always better to try, right? Versus just sitting there and thinking about it. So one of the things she mentioned was selling is guiding someone to the best decision for them. So sometimes selling is not even a product. How can I sell you on, say, I want you to try this new restaurant. So if I wanted you to try a new restaurant and I went to the restaurant, how would I sell you on that? Oh my God, Ty, I went to this amazing Asian restaurant yesterday. Girl, it was so good. I ordered the blank, blank, and blank, and the food was just so flavorful. The ambiance was really good. You know, the flowers, you know, the way I'm describing it, that's me selling you on, you know, whether or not you should make a decision to go there. And so that's what she was saying, is that when you're selling, you're not forcing somebody to do something. You're helping to guide them to the best decision for them, which means that I'm going to be honest with my clients, right? You're going to be honest with them, and you're going to say, you know what, this is best for your skin, or this isn't best for your skin, or you have acne prone skin, then I would not use this product right now. I would focus on this. When you're done, then you can worry about anti-aging. You know, so when it comes on to selling, you want to be honest. And Ty said, share and be confident. Yes, you want to be, people know when you're confident. They look at body language. They look at the way you speak, whether or not you make eye contact with them. If you're not using the products, they know. So you can't be honest with somebody and say, oh yes, I use so-and-so, when you really don't use it. If you use some of the products, if you use some of the products and would they work for you, then I would recommend, if you don't use some of the ones that you're promoting, talk to other people that have used it. Use somebody's story or use some of your clients' testimonies. That's what I would recommend. So one of the other things she talked about was, where do you find people to help you? Where do you find customers? She mentioned generate leads from social media and the right respective, or the right person. And what you were saying, and this is true, social media has pros and cons, right? Social media has pros and cons. So when they're seeing you're posting on social media, what are they seeing? Are they seeing somebody that's confident? Are they seeing somebody that said they're selling skincare, but yet your skin is not looking the right way? Or you're selling makeup and you're not wearing the foundation, or you're not wearing any of the skincare or the makeup. So what is social media saying? Cons on social media. What some of the things you could do, make others feel important, right? How can you make others feel important on social media? I'll have some of you guys share. Let me grab my water in the meantime. How can you make somebody feel important on social media? Give me examples.
Come on,
You
Ty,
could-
talk.
You can address their issues instead of yours. It's about them, not you. So you want to make sure that you're feeling confident about the product and who you're trying to reach. So, because they could tell if you don't know what you're doing, or if you're just trying to be random out there with just selling products. You need to definitely see if it's something that is needed.
Absolutely. One of the things that I remembered that somebody had shared, she said, comment on people's posts, you know? Honestly, it doesn't take much. Give yourself a block time and say, okay, I'm going to go on Facebook or Instagram today. I'm going to take 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. Go and comment on somebody's post. Just liking it, hearting, all of that, that is not enough. Go on, because when you're going on and commenting on their post, guess what they're going to do when you post something? And I've seen this happen. I've seen this. They're going to comment on yours. And I just realized on my Facebook, there's like over 600 and something people on my Facebook friends list. So there's a lot of untapped potential out there. I don't have enough time to call everybody, but just to give you an idea, if you don't have leads, go look on your Facebook friends page. You could private message people. The other thing she mentioned was think of the content that you post. Posts are valuable. So what is the content? When somebody sees your post, how do they feel? What are they thinking about? Do they see somebody that always posts something positive? What I can tell you is that people come up to me and said, oh my God, girl, I've been seeing your Facebook posts. Wow, what you are doing great things, right? So what are they seeing you doing? Are you sharing when you have certain accomplishments? Are you sharing when you go to a trip, you're spending girlfriend time? Are you sharing like something that's inspirational, right? What are you sharing? So here are some of the things she mentioned. Your posts, how can they be valuable? You educate, you entertain, you inspire, and you connect, right? I'll repeat. Your posts are valuable. You want to make sure so your post, it educates, entertain. So it doesn't mean it always have to do all the same. You can do one or the other, right? You could do a couple of these. Entertain, inspire, and connect. So what would be one of the inspirational videos? Sorry, you guys, hold on one second. My husband is. Yeah, sorry, my hubbies was messaging me on the road. So when I think of educate, what are some things that you can do? And give examples. And I'll give one example for educate. Maybe you're educating somebody about cancer, or I think one of the time I posted about how you should go and get a mammogram, get checked. You can educate somebody about exposure to the sun, right? There are different things you can educate on. You can educate on stuff about the skin. Entertain, right? You can entertain by maybe posting a fun video or something you're doing, right? Something that makes people laugh. Inspire, right? You're encouraging or inspiring somebody to make a change. When I heard inspire, I was thinking about when we do adopt a grandparent and we show the pictures of us going to the elderly home. You never know, by sharing that post, you can be inspiring somebody to do the same or do something similar, right? To do good in the community. And then last but not least is connect. So something you're sharing, something might be a little bit personal, and somebody will see that and say, you know what, I can connect with that. I can resonate with that. I've gone through that same experience. So find something like this, and when you're posting, like think about that post. Any questions, thoughts, or comments on this one that I just shared? Or give an example, something that maybe you have done that you found that was successful. None? Okay. Don't let me be the only one here talking, you guys. This is for you to join in as well. And my throat, when I talk a lot, my throat, I start coughing. No. One of the things she was saying too is not just post on your stories, you should also do a post. So you guys know the difference between a post and a story, right? And this is not just making you guys feel foolish. It's really saying, do you really know the difference? And if not, that's what I'm here for. So You want to do both. You want to share on your story. Sometimes you want to do a post, right? If it's something that you really want people to have access to, like people that are maybe not on your friends list, some of your posts, if you, depending on the setting, you may have the public that can see that post. So you can share some things on your story, and you can share some of the same things on your post if you really want these two, like your friends to see it and also the general public. In your stories, you want to offer value. And so some things that you can do tutorials, and I've seen Ty, I've seen you, I think you do such a good job with your tutorial. One of the days I need to have you come and train so they don't just hear from me all the time. But you can do tutorials. And one of the things she was saying is that you can go deeper by talking about the ingredients. And these are things that can help you to stand out, right? So these are things that can help you to stand out. Center it around why you do what you do and how it impacts the world. So why do you do what you do? Think about it. Why do you do what you're doing right now? And how does it change the world? And these are things that you can post as well. And what she was saying too, when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you're inspired to do good, right? And that is so true. When you're feeling, you put on your makeup, you put yourself together, you put on a nice outfit, guess what? Yeah, you feel good. You have your head up, your shoulders back. Oh yeah. And guess what? Because of that, you are encouraged to do good as well when you go out. So these are all things that can help you. And snap a picture and post it. I know I've done that sometimes. I'll take a quick picture. I don't have time, but that quick picture I'll post. Oh, this is the lipstick I'm wearing. And you know what? Sometimes I've heard people say, oh, but I don't get any sales from Facebook. But guess what? People are watching. And because of the work you're doing, you will find that God is going to send you even strangers to support your business. So that's why I always say, keep going, don't stop. So one of the things she also mentioned, when you're doing a story, you can be a little bit more casual, behind the scenes, you help to build trust with your audience. So I know that there are times that some stories, I always look forward to looking at it because I know they're always posting something good. There's some, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. So there's some stories, that they're going to always put some inspirational video. They're going to always put something fun. Maybe they're traveling, like somebody I know, she's a travel nurse. So she always posts like some crazy things that's happening in her life at that time, or maybe in the field when she's working. So you build trust with your audience that way, right? And so because you build trust, now they're going to want to check out your story. Now remember the difference between your story and your feed, right? The story disappears. Yes, Donna, good question. So Donna asked, are stories time sensitive like Snapchat? So I was just about to answer that. Good question. Stories are daily. So after 24 hours, your story goes away. Now, if it's something you really want somebody to see, or you want it to be there for a while, I would do a post. So if you do a post, then that's there, that feed, it could be there for like a week. Now, here's the thing. If you're doing stories, you can do polls. I actually did a poll on Instagram. I'm sorry, TikTok. And one of the questions I asked, if you could do this business for $30, would you do it? I had some people say no, but the majority of people that answered, 60 or 70%, I think it was 70%, said yes. So then I got their information, then I reached out to them, try to friend them, etc., and try to communicate with them. So when you do poll, it makes it interactive. It makes people participate. The other thing she talked about was how each day of the week, and what she said, try to post something daily. in your story. Try to do something daily. And she said, if it's just your feed, try to do at least once a week. So if you're doing like just a regular post, at least once a week. Don't let 2 months go by before you post something. You have to be intentional about that. So when you're doing your story, she said you should do polls. So, and if you don't know how to do that, ask me or one of the gals that's pretty tech savvy. Let it be interactive, right? Because some of the ones you can ask people there, if they like it, this or that, that's one of my favorite ones to do. And what she was saying, Mondays, you can have each day for different ideas. Mondays, you may want to do something makeup tip. Tuesdays, you could do Tuesday testimonials. Wednesdays, you could do work with me, something like that. Thursdays, you can have, a different theme there. She said that the same thing, Instagram, you could do reels. Now, here's what I like about doing reels. And I think one of the times Sonia had messaged me or called me and said, oh my God, I saw one of your reels. I just saw one of your reels. So when you create a reel, people that are not your friends can see that reel, and that allows you to get a lot of views. Why? Reels are quick. People don't have time. They're just want to in and out. If it's more than 2 minutes long, they're probably not going to watch it, right? So, reels are good. So you could do TikTok reels, you could do reels on Instagram. And I know some of the reels, I think it's Instagram, you can share that reel to Facebook as well. There's some of the, and correct me if I'm wrong, there's some of the reels that you can do that it allows you to share it on all these platforms. At the same time, I don't do that because I try not to link everything together unless you want to. So these are some of the things. Now, somebody mentioned confidence earlier. I believe that was Ty. That was also one of the things she talked about. She says confidence lets you live out your full potential. You guys agree with this or not? Confidence lets you live out your full potential. She also mentioned how in addition to creating these posts, you can also show how the opportunity inspires your life. I have to tell you, I had somebody call me right before this meeting for a job reference for somebody. And this lady, she became a consultant from a video I posted on Facebook. I was doing a video. I was getting ready to wrap up directorship. And I was talking about why they should join, blah, 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 right? She messaged me, asked me, how can I join? How can I be a part of this? She signs up. And then she turns to me, she said, by the way, what is this Mary Kay? What is it all about? She had no idea what it was. She had no idea it was a skincare cosmetic company. She had no idea, but what she knew was that what I shared, she wanted to be a part of that. So listen, I'm going to say be vulnerable, put yourself out there, because you never know whose life you may change. Attract the right people and have the same values, right? How are you going to attract those people? By sharing, right? You dress the part, you look the part, you be confident, right? When you share. And so these are great ways to attract the right people to your business. She also says have intentional content on your profile. So when was the last time you had a profile update? When was the last time? Go to your Facebook, Instagram, because some of you have had these pages for a while and maybe you need to go back and look at the profile. One of the ones I checked, I realized I didn't have my website in my biometrics. That biometrics, yeah. I didn't have my website in my profile. So go back, check your profile on all these platforms and make sure they are accurate. And one of the things she said, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great, right? You have to. You're not going to know until you try. So you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Yes, you have to get out there and do it anyway. And last but not least, growing is never comfortable. And you want to hear something? She talked about this, and I don't know if it was Nathan Moore that says, we have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable, which means you're gonna have to step out your comfort zone. And let me tell you, that message is for me. Become uncomfortable. I hate that feeling. Making my phone calls, I'm not comfortable doing it, but guess what I'm gonna do? If I do it every day, my power hour, I am gonna get comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? And you will be successful when you do that. And now 2 questions you can ask when you meet somebody, or you direct message, or somebody messages you, or you message somebody. 1 question to ask. First, what's important to you when choosing a skincare? Ask them. So Donna, I don't know if you're able to answer. What's important to you when choosing a skincare? And you can put it in the chat as well if you're not able to speak. So what is important to you when choosing a skincare? Second, tell me more about what you're looking for. Go ahead, Amy.
I was gonna say, for me, it's like my skin has never looked so good. I used to have really bad blotches. I don't anymore. Even if you don't want to wear full makeup, we have the tint, the moisturizing tint, which just even tones your skin. That's how I sell that one. It doesn't have tons of color, but yet it has enough color to just even tone your skin. A lot of people with oily skin, we have the blotters, and like, believe it or not, my son used to use them, and they really work and stuff like that. So, and the hand creams, you may not be able to sell a full set in hands because they don't want to do the whole project, but yet that's how I sell hand creams alone. So, that's how I sell when I finally get somebody in person. I've been doing Facebook for quite some time, and I have yet to get anybody to buy anything from me ever. So I need help.
Just remember what I shared. Hi, welcome, Crystal. I'm not sure if you're a guest or a consultant, but welcome. All right. Hi. Who invited you?
Oh, I just saw the link on Facebook. I just was curious.
Wonderful. Well, stay on. I know I posted it, so you may have seen my post and hopped on.
Yes.
All right. Well, welcome. We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
All right. I am super excited. I'm going to put on my coat. And what I would encourage you to do, if you guys, because we are about to do our Valentine makeover, I'm putting my just in case, I like to do my makeup with my towel on, or this is my beauty coat. And so I'm excited because I'm gonna get to show you guys, and welcome, Crystal. And as a guest, you actually will get a free gift from me. I love to give free gifts. And if we have a couple, we're gonna do our spin the wheel, or our famous spin the wheel. All right, so tonight, we are going to do our infamous Valentine makeover. And if you guys have never done a Valentine makeover before, or maybe, you still have some time to get your skin ready for that, for Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day is not just for people that have a partner. Guess what? I was single for years. And I remember my dad always gave me a Valentine's Day card and a Valentine's Day gift. And because of that, I never felt left out. At the same time, guess what? You look the part, you're going to feel good about yourself. So just a quick introduction. My name is Kenesha Dixon. I am the director of the Beautiful Hummingbirds unit. And I am super excited because we get to empower women, we get to enrich women, and we get to praise them to success. And so I'm just going to do some quick recognition before we get into the pampering session. So we're going to do some quick recognition. Then we're going to do the glamour because, right, you guys want to see that, I'm sure. And then we're going to just wrap up with some raffles, you know, depending on how many guests we have on, and giveaways. And then we're going to just close out with some inspiration. So I'm just going to do some quick recognition. If you are a consultant, I'm going to just go ahead and ask you to put an applause. And a consultant means that they have decided to get their business started. They get 50% off everything, and they get to encourage others. And I love getting my products at half off. That was one of the reasons why I joined. Before Mary Kay, I worked as a physical therapist. I was working 12-hour shifts, but what I love was that I got to change women. I got to inspire them. I got to laugh. I got to feel good. I get to dress up in my heels and makeup. So I love the fact that I did that. The next group of women we're going to recognize are what's called our senior consultants. They are the ones that say, you know what? I'm not just going to do this for me. I'm going to help bring another woman along with me and help her make that extra income. So if you are a senior consultant, go ahead and put an applause in the chat. And then the last group of women we're going to recognize are our red jackets. The red jacket, we just showed it earlier. They are beautiful, and it means that you're in the top 5% of the company. And what that means is that not only are you're getting the extra income, you're getting the 50% off, but you can also drive and earn a free car as well and head into that leadership position. So that's what a red jacket is. And then of course, directorship. And Ty has her hand raised. Go ahead, Ty. Ty is a whoop whoop. Ty is a red jacket. Go ahead, Ty.
I'm a red jacket. And I'm so proud. I have 4 women who are actively under me, and it is the most rewarding feeling that I can have as to the sisterhood, teamwork, working towards goals. It's just amazing.
Awesome. I love it. And you know what? That's the thing. Red jacket, you're also in an exclusive club. So there are things that you get exposed to that other people don't get exposed to, other trainings. So that's what's so exciting about being in red. All right, you guys. And so last is the directors, and directors mean that you're in the top 3% of the company, right? And that's what I am. I'm one of the directors, but it's not, I don't lead people. I take women with me. I take men and women with me, but mainly women join our company. And that is the beauty of being a directorship. Being a director, you can earn the free car as well, even when you're in red or directorship, you get the extra money. And I'm telling you, as a physical therapist, yes, I love what I do, but I love the fulfillment of being with Mary Kay, I have to tell you. All right, so who's ready to have some fun for Valentine's Day? And what are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? Believe me, you don't have to have a partner, but it's something that you can do for yourself. I'm gonna grab my bowl. If you wanna grab your bowl, your washcloth, or any of that stuff, you can do it along with me as well, because I'm gonna clean this off and just show you guys how you can get your own look for the holidays. So hang on tight, let me grab my bowl. All right, so I have my bowl of water here. So you guys can see that. Yep, I have my bowl of water here. Crystal, you're with us? Are you're gonna try with your own products, or are you just gonna observe?
I'm gonna observe. I don't have any products, so.
Okay, well, guess what? That's okay. Don't worry, we were all there at one time. We were all there. And where are you from, Chris? Are you local? You're in Florida or out of state?
I'm in Florida. I'm in South Florida.
South
Yes.
Florida, nice. All right, well, I'm in Wellington, and I know some of the girls here. Donna, are you in Tallahassee? I believe she's in Tallahassee. Somewhere up there. All right, so what I'm gonna do, before you do anything, when you're cleansing your face, before I clean my face, I always use my oil-free eye makeup remover. And so what I like about the oil-free, so look at my eyes. I'm gonna clean this off because I'm getting ready to put some fresh fresh eyeshadow makeup on. I want to show you a different look. So I'm using the oil-free eye makeup remover. And right now I want to keep my brows because that takes a little bit more time. So we're not doing that tonight. But look at what it cleaned off. So the oil-free eye makeup remover, and I do put on a lot of mascara. So because of that, I may have to, just do a little extra. But it cleans your eyes gently. It also has protein in there that nourishes your lashes. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but you actually have eye mites that can live in your lashes and eat away at those lashes. And that's why when people get older, they lose their lashes. It's because those eye mites are sitting in there and they're eating away. And if you don't believe me, go and look up eye mites. So go and look up eye mites online and you can see what it looks like. So I'm just going to shake it up. And I just want to make sure I get this really good. So because I had on a couple layers of mascara, that's why I'm doing both, right? I'm just doing it a couple of times. And I'm not pulling on the eyes because your eyes, the skin around your eyes are very sensitive. Now, here's one of the newest things I'm doing. Micellar water. Micellar water is great for breaking down makeup. So if you're not, even if you don't have makeup on, the micellar water is gentle enough. By the way, my sister, I have an older sister in Kentucky. She has very sensitive skin. She uses this to pre-cleanse her skin. So I'm going to use the micellar water because the micelles, right, as the name suggests, helps to break down the makeup. So it's easier to clean my face, right? So when I'm using the cleanser, all I'm doing is just getting anything extra off. Micelle will help to break it down so it's easier to clean. All right. So and by the way, if you say you go to the gym and you just want to get that quick cleanse, or say you ran out of water for whatever reason, like during a hurricane, this can be used to cleanse your skin now. So that was the makeup that came off. So that's from the micellar water alone. Why would I want to use my cleanser? Because one, the cleanser has anti-aging and you don't want to look. Do you see any lines? The cleanser has resveratrol in there and it has grape skin extract. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I'm just going to do it quickly because I really want to get to the skincare, the pampering session. So I'm just going to put a little bit of the cleanser, and the cleanser that I'm using is the 3D, right? I'm just doing a 3D cleanser. And who can tell me, you can put it in the chat, when you're cleansing or doing any skincare, what direction are you supposed to go? Upward or downward? All my skincare fans out there, you could just put it in the chat.
Upward. Always upward.
Yes, absolutely. You want to go upward. So upward because.
And I use the micellar water daily, and my mother too. It's wonderful.
It is one. Yeah, you're right. It is wonderful. Yep. So I'm going upward. And it feels good. All right. So now that I have that down, what I'm going to do is, so I did clean my eyes earlier. Now, here's one of the things that I usually do. I'll use this lighter one. If I hadn't cleaned my brows, I would have put my concealer on my eyelids. So when I clean my brows, whatever extra is there, I go ahead and put it on my eyelid just to even out that color, right? And yes, I do my eyes first. Look at the difference. See that? Look at the difference. So that's just concealer on my eyes. So what the color, the same color that I clean my eyebrows with, I clean it up with. I usually take some of the extra one and I go over my eyelid with that. And there's so many different techniques that you can use. You don't have to be stuck with one technique. Now, you're going out on the town, you have a date, or don't have a date, you have a date with yourself. Go ahead, Ty. Ty has her hand raised. You have a question? Yes, Donna, you said up and out. Yep, you're right.
And my cellar water is fantastic. It's like sweeping the floor before you're mopping it.
Absolutely. You know what? I just got an order for 2 more of those. Somebody that I introduced to it. And one lady, you know the mini ones that they have, Ty? I gave her a mini one. And she came back and ordered 2 more. Yeah, so the micellar water is, and if you haven't used it yet, I would definitely recommend using it. Of course. And what I do when I'm doing my Glamour, I'll do some stuff and let that dry while I'm doing something else. And that saves me time. Of course, I'm gonna put my day cream on and massage that in, of course. And by the way, before I do anything every day, I usually put on, I'm a little bit more cautious because of my brows, you guys. Usually I would have done this first before my brows. But before I do anything, I usually have my massager going. I also do my massager. I use my brush to wash my face. And then of course I'm going upward with that, and that increases blood flow. Once I do that, I am also gonna apply my primer, foundation primer, the Balm Diggity Oil Mattifier. So these 2 are my savior. They're my best friends. And something I've been doing lately, I'll show you, is using the cream color blush that they came out with. Let me tell you, I actually use every single color from that palette, and I'm going to show you how. Doesn't matter what your skin tone is, you can actually use every color and see the difference.
I started using the primer and I love it now. And that's because of you. But I wear it every day. And it definitely helps to stay on.
Yes,
it goes on, you
thank
think
you.
it's oily, but it so holds my makeup. I love the product now.
Let me tell
Took me
you.
like a year to try it, but I love it now.
Yeah, because when Amy, when Amy started Mary Kay years ago, they did not have a primer. So when I introduced the primer to her, she wasn't that receptive. She's like, I don't know. But let me tell you, it makes a difference. And if you have oily skin, most times I come on these meetings, my makeup has been on since 5 o'clock, you guys, 5 in the morning. Why does it stay on? The primer and the mattifier. So the mattifier, I only use it in my T-zone. Only in my T-zone, you guys. So now, guess what? While that is drying, I'm gonna do my eyes, right? I can do my eyes. Now, the other thing that I didn't do I usually exfoliate my lips with my lip mask. We're not spending too much time doing that tonight. You guys know what that's about. So we're not doing that tonight, right? Now, I have my palette ready, right? I have my palette ready. When it comes on to Valentine's Day, you can do a couple of things. You can either have, depending on what look you're going for, I always say go subtle. I think there was one that a look that I wanted to show you guys that you could do, or you could just do something simple, or that I'm going to show you tonight that, you know, a little bit more dramatic, because, you know, I like a little bit of drama. I'm trying to find, hold on, I know I pulled it up earlier. Let's see. I may have closed that post, but anyway, it's all right. I'll show you guys what I'm doing tonight. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is for the eyes, you could do a subtle color, or you could do like a bronzy color, and then you can go bold on the lips, which is okay.
You're not moving, by the way. You're stuck.
I'm frozen. Oh, because I moved away from it. Can you see me now?
Yes.
Yes, sorry about that. Seems like whenever I move away from it. Okay, so for my eyes, I do have my brushes here, right? So I have my brushes. I have my Mary Kay brushes. It comes in your brush set. And one of the things I like to do for because I have a lot of room to play with, I like to do I call it my dome or my semicircle look. Before I do that though, I'm gonna do like a neutral color on top. So this is like a light shade of pink. I'm using my eyeshadow brush, this one, dusting off the excess. And I'm using this, I'm sorry, I'm using the camera as my mirror, you guys, so I apologize. Okay, so I'm just dusting this all over my eyelid in the meantime. So when it comes on to a Valentine look, I would say spend a little bit more time on yourself. Spend a little bit more time. So guess what? Practice makes perfect. The best way you're going to get it is when you do it over and over again, right? So just going all over my entire eyelid. And this is just one of our light pink shades, right? Over my entire eyelid. And I like to go a little bit subtle because then I can go bolder on my lips. All right. So again, I'm still spending time on my eyes. Now, here's one of the other things that I do is when I put one shadow on my eye, that's when I'll put something under my eyes like a concealer, and I give that time to dry. So give me a few seconds. Let me just grab my applicator real quick. I'll be right back. All right, sorry you guys. That's what happens when you're doing live. I want to do it the right way. So my eyes are there, they're doing their thing. In the meantime, I'm gonna put on my concealer under my eyes just to let that sit. Now, putting your concealer on before your foundation is another great way to allow and this is a lighter, this is actually deep beige, allows my foundation to sit well.
I use the under eye corrector.
You
and then
can
use
do
my
that too.
concealer
Yes.
other places because it's
Yes.
much lighter.
Yes.
It takes away the dark spots, under
It is
my
the
eyes.
best thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, and I use that black thing that you're using, even though I said I'd never use it, I use it every day.
Oh my gosh. Listen, didn't you say I had to?
Surprise!
It is the best. Okay. And then my marionette lines. Now, one of the reasons why I like putting this on, so you guys probably have never seen me do this, and you can put a little bit up here too, just a little bit of extra, right? Don't worry, it looks scary now, but I promise you it will look better later. So this also helps with aging. Guess what? You have marionette lines because you laugh, right? Not too noticeable. And then of course, the reason why I go under here is because not just, that area may be a little bit darker, but also I like the way the makeup sits on top of your concealer. So I do my deep beige here. And then when I'm doing my highlighting, contouring, I use my light bronze. So I do use 3 different concealers. I do the deep beige, I do light bronze, and I also do deep bronze at times, okay? So just so you know, but don't be confused. All right, now I'm going to do one of my bronzy colors. Hold on, I'll do one of my deeper chocolate kiss colors up top, just to form that semicircle, because I am going bold on the eyes. I'm sorry, bold on the lips. So I'm gonna be a little subtle on the eyes. And guess what? If you want to be bold on both, you can. It's up to you. If you're going on a runway, then yeah, you could be bold. So semicircle, semicircle. This has been one of my most favorite looks, you guys. Now you'll see they'll do other stuff on some social media platforms. That's totally up to you. You have to see what you have time for and what you feel comfortable doing. Now, the other thing that I do, once I do that, I do my semicircle, I go underneath now with a lighter shade. So I'm actually going in with like the more like an amberish, amber blaze color. And I'm doing it. See how that stands out? I'm just going underneath that semicircle. Now, you want your colors to blend nicely together. So you don't want it to look like you have all different colors. You want it to look nice and blended together. So I do have another brush that I'm going to use to blend it all together, you know, so it makes sense. Okay, so now this brush, this is my eye smudger brush. I'm just going to use that to just put it all together. All right, we're getting that look going for the Valentine Day. And what I would say, do you see that picture behind me? It is great to use that. It has glycerine in there. Those masks are amazing to help you get your skin right just in time for the holidays. And then last but not least, and you can use this with any one of, I mean, it doesn't have to be as dark as what I'm going to do, but now I'm going to just go on the outside and use that same eye color brush just to kind of do a sideways V. Nice and easy. Right? Gives a little bit more definition. And the nice thing is that I did not put my foundation on yet, so I can clean it up. Now you can, they have people that put tape and all these things. You have time for that, feel free. I don't have time for all of that. But what I like is that because I've done it so many times, a little bit more precise, I can always clean it up after. So I'm just using the darker shade. Like you could do like a plum color on the outer corner, and depending on how dark you want it. So, right, and same thing on this side. And then that same smudger brush, you can go back in with that smudger brush and you can just make sure it blends together nicely. Right? You can just make sure, use that and let it blend together nicely. All right. Now, once I have that done, I am going to go in with my, and I think she's not on here. Natalia was asking about the lash primer. Mary Kay, unfortunately, does not have this anymore, but I have for myself because I love it so much. It's like, you know how Amy loves the primer for your face? Yeah, this is similar. This helps your lashes, to your mascara to stay on longer. So I'm just going to just quickly put on my Panorama. I love the Panorama, by the way. Who's out there? Who's with me? Who likes the Panorama as well? Same thing here. Go upward. Start at the base and go upward, right?
I do. I like the Panorama, but I noticed a big difference when I ran out of my lash primer. Oh my goodness. I know I have one in my closet somewhere. So I'm going to go search through my inventory
I'm gonna dig it up.
because I saw it then. Yep.
Yes, yes, that lash primer is amazing, by the way. All right, so now I know you guys want to see how is Kanisha gonna get this scary look away, right? Are we gonna get rid of it now? I do love my CC cream, so I'm gonna do one pump, right? Usually I do 2 pumps, but for tonight, because it takes a little bit longer to blend in, but I like the amount of coverage the 2 pumps gives me. So I'm gonna put, now my foundation, I do use 2 colors. I use a combo of 140 and 160. So I do more 140, little bit of 160, just to give it that final touch, that finishing touch.
I use 180 and 210.
Yeah.
I'm white.
Well, you love, you know what? If anybody that knows Amy, do you remember those old colors, the one beige 8? Okay, if you know beige 8, that is what Amy uses, and Amy's very fair. I remember the first time Amy told me she used beige 8, I said, Amy, no, you don't. Do you know what? She put on that beige 8, and sure enough, she looked good. All right, so couple options. When you're applying your foundation, you can use a foundation brush. I love the Mary Kay foundation brush, so I do use this, the liquid foundation brush. It is one of the best brushes, and I'm not exaggerating. It's one of the best brushes that I've seen that can be used to apply your foundation. Even my sister, who's very picky, because it doesn't suck up your foundation. I am spraying, I don't know if you guys can see it. I am spraying the finishing spray on the brush before I apply it. And then I'm gonna start. I usually, especially if I'm still waiting for my concealer to dry, I'll start the areas where I don't have concealer. And then I'll just blend. And by the way, the new products that they have, oh my goodness. I didn't get to share with you guys tonight, but woo, hand creams. This is my favorite, the wild berry and passion fruit. These are Valentine's Day ready, you guys. Woo. These are mandarin and rose hand cream. And my dad used to give me Valentine's gifts, so it's a nice Valentine gift you could give to a loved one, your sister, your kids, girlfriend. All right. So I'm just gonna keep applying till it blends in. Any questions, thoughts, or comments? You could put it in the chat. And what look are you going for Valentine's Day? You guys could share. Are you going for something more or less dramatic? Are you going dramatic on the eyes?
I go totally dramatic on my eyes. Always.
And you do an amazing job. Amy, you really do. You really do. And I don't know if you guys have seen Amy's. I know Ty, you probably have, right? When she came to the party, but she does an amazing job.
Yeah, I'm going dramatic on the lips since I found out that I can wear a red. I've always been afraid to wear a red lipstick.
Oh my gosh.
And because I always thought I was
what
too
color were you wearing
fair.
on that post, Ty?
That was the liquid vinyl red
Oh,
in the
that was
set.
pretty.
Oh
That
my
was-
goodness. And it stays on, so I loved it.
Yes. I know Amy loves that one too. All right, you guys. So
Yeah, I love the red is really red. It's not orange. And I love the pink one. And it does stay on.
yes. So guess what? That's testimony, you guys. You could definitely tell people that it stays on. Okay. You as you guys can hear, I have kids in the house. Hold on a second, they're getting out of hand. Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of having a business from home. So Now, what I do, once I have my foundation on, I do go back and I do put the concealer, right? I do put so now this is my light bronze concealer. And sometimes, I'm not going to do it tonight for time purposes. I'll do right here, and I'll just do it. I'm not going to spend too much time. And I do right here, a little bit under my chin and my widow's peak, right? And then I blend it in. Wherever my sponge, oh, here we go. So this is over my foundation. So twice you saw that I did concealer, I did under, and when you do it under, it allows it to stay. Right? I'll show you the difference. So I do under and I do over. Look at the difference in my eyes. See that? And they say that you apply your concealer and makeup better when you open your mouth. Or you could do, sometimes they have that, you could do like an upside down V. Not a big deal. And then I go up here, right up here with again, this helps with some of the contouring and highlighting, right? Go down the bridge of my nose. I'm not gonna spend time doing that. No contouring or highlighting, not too much time. But then the other thing that I do is, once I do that, I take my brush. So I usually let this sit for a little bit. Then I get my translucent powder. Why do I like the translucent powder? Because it makes your makeup sit. The nice thing about this, so even if you go out on the town, at the end of the night, even if you dance, you sweat, you go out for Valentine, you go dancing, you should still look like you did your makeup, right? I go over that area with my translucent powder. Just a little bit, right? And you let that sit. And by letting it sit, it allows it to crystallize. Then, of course, I have my powder, my regular powder. I actually use light bronze. And then wherever I did not put my translucent, that is where I do my powder. So we didn't do it there, we didn't do it there. And by the way, I do still, I'm a little blurry. I don't know why can you guys see me? So I do still usually do my contouring with my darker shade. I'm not doing that tonight because that takes a little bit of time. But if you want to do that on your own for Valentine's Day, absolutely, you can go ahead and do that. You're going to see how it all comes together, right? Now, after this, I usually do a little bit of finishing spray. I do a X and a T. And I let that, kind of air dry just a little bit. I'll help it along the way. And then I'm going to show you how you can actually, all the shades that they came with the cream blush, you can actually use it too, you guys. It is amazing. So I'm going to show you how you can use that. But first, let me just quickly line my eyes. Because it does make a difference when you line your eyes. It just I'm going to say gives me a more sophisticated look. That's what I'm going to say. More sophisticated. You want to get as close to, I'm using my gel eyeliner. Why am I using the gel eyeliner? Because I like it. And I like the fact that with the gel eyeliner, it doesn't just wash off like that. I'm going to get close to the waterline as much as possible. And I like the fact that it comes with its own applicator. It's nice. It's one of my favorites. Look at the difference. And you can put, if you want it to be bolder, if you want to put a little bit more darker, you can. Some people will do the gel eyeliner and then they'll use their smudger brush to kind of smudge it a little bit. So it gets more like that smoky look. Right? All right, that's my gel eyeliner. Not gonna spend too much time on that because I want to really show you what I do with my cream blush. I love the cream blush. So this is blush in pink, and this one is dewy peach, right? Blush in pink, dewy peach. You don't need a lot. I'm just gonna hold it upside down. And usually the little bit that comes out, I can use it on both. So I do 2 dots here. Do the same thing here with my blush in pink. So ladies, if you have blush in pink and you thought it was too light for you, pull it back out of your set. And then I'm going to combine it with the dewy peach, or you can put it with any one of the other colors. You can mix and match. I'm going to put the dewy peach one here, one there. And guess what? If you want, if you have any excess, you don't want to get rid of it because you love Mary Kay's product so much, you can even use it on your lips. All right. I like blending this out with my blush brush or cheek brush. Smile. You want to go a little bit higher than you usually do for your blush. So a little bit higher. Right. Same thing here. So look at that. Look how I had lifted my cheek up. Same thing here. Smile and go upward. Smile and go upward. And now, that same brush, you can use you could do your highlighter. You could do your highlighter up here. And you go right above that cheek color. So the same cheek brush, I'm holding it so that it's a little bit more precise. And now I'm doing my highlighter. And same thing here. And then I just put a little bit of my highlighter. That's this one. I'll just put a little bit on top. Now there's a liquid one that we used to carry that I still use. And sometimes what you can do, you can kind of mix that into your foundation. That way, when you apply it, it already has that in there. And last but not least, of course, you want to make sure that your lips are popping, right? You want your lips to be exactly bringing the attention to that, right? Especially for Valentine's Day. All right. So ladies, what are some of your favorite colors out there? What are some of your favorite lipstick colors? I love red. I think it was
Fuchsia Dream and that new one, the pink. I love them. I wore Fuchsia Dream today. I had to open a new one because I met with my cousin, whom I haven't seen in 20 years, and it looks so pretty. Oh, and I used the berry lip gloss with it.
I bet that looked pretty.
Yeah, it did.
I'm waiting for the
Of course, I have
picture.
to say that.
Because don't forget, take pictures, you guys. All right. So one of our colors, which is, if you want the same thing, you can do the any one of our reds, like the bright reds. The red stiletto is a good one. And I just lined my lips. Now, I lined it with a darker shade, but you can do that. You can line it with a darker shade, go more in, and so it creates that ombre look for you as well. All right. So red for Valentine. This was one of our really red colors, but it's like the red stiletto. It's very pretty. I love it. And guess what? Now you are ready for your big day. I didn't do any contouring, but if you want that, you get that more chiseled look, you can do that. It takes a little bit more time. All right, so any questions, thoughts, or comments about or Valentine ready look. No, you guys, no questions, thoughts, or comments? You guys feel confident? All right, so I'm gonna just share my screen really quickly. So I know that we did mainly your beautiful skin tonight. We did mainly the glamour look, but if you want your skin to look beautiful before your big day, before Valentine, if you're not on a skincare regimen, now is the time to start. So what I would recommend, what I showcased tonight, I quickly showed you, was the Miracle set. These are some of our popular sets. I also didn't use the microdermabrasion tonight, but that's one of the ones that I do include. So that Ultimate Miracle set, that is what it costs, the whole Miracle set, microderm and oil-free eye makeup remover. If you said, you know what, I want to be a princess, then you can get all that is featured here, including that looks for your great big day, right? Valentine's Day, micellar water that I showed you, and you can get the roll-up bag for free. So you get all of this in there. And then if you say, nope, I'm not a princess, but I am the queen of it all, then you can get all of this, including the satin lips that would exfoliate your lips so that the lipstick can sit really nice on there. It includes the satin hands, all these products here. Literally, you get this, you really don't need anything for a long time. And that can get you that look for Valentine's Day. And then you get the roll-up bag, and it also features the skin invigorating brush that you get as well, which is, by the way, they have a promotion for that tonight. And so any questions about the look, about the sets, about the skincare, it is the perfect time to ask. If you're watching the replay on this and you want your own customized session, I will be happy to do that for you and show you how you can create your own look for Valentine's Day. And I didn't even do it all tonight, but I just featured some of them. And then, of course, the other thing that I cannot get off here without sharing is how Mary Kay has changed my life. Yes, you see me putting on makeup here, but guess what? It's way more than that. It has taught me that, you know what, when you work with women, right, you get to empower others, you get to enrich others, it makes you feel good. And that is one of the reasons why I, as a physical therapist, I decided, you know what, I wanted to pursue this. I wanted to make other women feel better. I wanted to allow women to dream again, you guys. And I wanted that personal growth. I wasn't getting that with what I was doing, but with Mary Kay, I could be intentional about my growth. The other thing that I've had the opportunity to earn, the free cars, we've gone on trips together, girlfriend trips. I actually just came back from a trip with some of our leaders. The tax write-offs that you get are incredible. You get to be your own boss. You get to have that flexibility. You get to create your own schedule, you guys. And the amazing women that we get to be with, it really is just incredible. So that's what I love about the opportunity. And guess what? It is not expensive to start. Mary Kay has a promotion, and literally, I mean, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but for $30, you can start your business. I didn't start for 30. When I started, it was 100. And now it's 130. You get your own website, you get full-size products to work your business. You can even try some of the stuff in there, but also you get ProPay. So if people want to pay with their credit card, they could pay with their credit card, you guys. So Mary Kay just has all these opportunities right at your fingertips. And I'm so glad that we are a part of that. But not only that, we get to share it with others. So if you think this is an opportunity for you, or if you have questions, then I'll be happy to sit down and do a one-on-one coffee chat or a virtual coffee chat. So ladies, I hope that really you take it to heart. You use this as an opportunity to not just enrich your life, but the life of somebody else. And guess what? Yes, when you look good, you feel good, it builds your confidence. And we want to be some of the ones that can help you to get to that level, right? The confidence level, confidence women, accomplishing your goals, accomplishing your dreams. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for being on. If you like what you heard, please subscribe to our channel. We do share at least weekly, once a week. We have something going on. So please subscribe to our channel and support us. But if you see something that you like, also support your consultant. Thank you so much, ladies, for being on. Thank you. I hope you guys have a wonderful Valentine's Day. I want to see some of those Valentine makeovers. Donna, you are so most welcome. I can't wait to see you guys share what your Valentine's makeover looks like. All right. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Sonia, Donna, Amy. Love you guys. Have a
You're
wonderful.
all later. You look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And continue to dream big. Have a good night, everyone.